considering we've not long been in here. A mixed bag of emotions, I suppose, at the moment. What's that noise?
It's coming from way down there. It's like a deep, deep rumble.
Hang on. Oh, it's nothing paranormal, is it? Not what I thought. Okay. Well, it's very dark, very, very cold. I could have done with putting some more layers on, really, because I wasn't aware how cold it was here. Let's go up to the switch room there now and just see.
Okay, it's absolutely pitch black. I'm just feeling my way around.
You go first.
So just bear with me. Bear with me.
Go first.
Right, okay. That's a
you
wall.
go first.
That's a wall. That's a wall. Right, there's a little step here, Stu.
Where?
Just in front of this doorway. That's it. You over it. You over it.
Over it?
Yeah, you in.
Bloody hell. Cannot see a thing.
Well, I'd describe it. It looks like old transformers, all rusty and
Where?
dusty. Right in front of us, Stu. Really dirty. Dirty old electrics. Go on, keep going, Stu. Keep going.
This will look silly, this on camera, but I can't see. I can't even see my hands. Literally, I know the viewers at home can, but I can't see my hands. I can see your red light and your face on the camera.
Well, I'm the lucky one here. I can see you through the camera, but I can't see anything.
You can't see anything.
Outside
Exactly.
that viewfinder,
Yeah.
there's nothing.
Yeah.
This is night 2 of Most Haunted Live. The investigation has already started here at the old and ominous waterworks of Prague. Let's go inside and find out what's going to happen this evening. This is Prague, and this is night 2 of Most Haunted Live. Last night we were down in the basements of the old town hall, and the old sewage works that ran underneath that building have led us here to the old waterworks. Stuart and Chris, our cameraman, have already started their investigation tonight, and we will be joining them very shortly. But first, let me introduce you to the two gentlemen steering the show this evening, Mr. Paul Ross and Julian Clegg. Good evening, chaps.
Good evening,
How are you both feeling after last night?
We're still trying to digest what happened, because there was so much noise activity last night, not just the tapping, but that really odd, blood-curdling female scream that we couldn't hear. We were very close to you. We couldn't hear where we were. You heard it, and it was on tape. That was remarkable.
It was fantastic. It was very, very exciting for me, but as always, you always want more, don't you? You really do. Well, let's hope tonight we do get a lot more. Julian, what's happening in
Well,
the show?
the thing about this building, I feel Stevenson or Brunel will be happy here, and tonight we're in the sewage works. The river runs right by here. Bodies have been washed up from the river, and the river Vltava runs right the way through the centre of Prague and has seen much bloodshed and war and sadness over the years. And the tunnels underneath here are really creepy, and the staff who work here have seen strange sightings and heard unusual sounds. More of that to come a little bit later on, but what's coming up over the next hour?
Something was thrown.
Something was thrown?
Yeah.
Who, this man is going to attack?
Kdo? On chce útočit? Tak.
I honestly felt like I wanted to cry.
This is an area allegedly so active with paranormal phenomena that many local people who work here dare not make mention of the spirits for fear of who may be listening in the dark.
And that's just in the first hour, and joining me now, Carl and Yvette. Good to see you.
Hello.
Hello.
Another extraordinary location, if I may say so.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So different from last night.
Yeah, exactly. Before we come on to tonight, let's talk about last night. I mean, Carl, just to start with you, as Paul was just saying to Yvette, we couldn't hear that strange noise, and we were only a few rooms away from you. It wasn't outside.
No, it was very weird because we heard it as clear as day. We heard it a couple of times and it was as clear as day, but it seemed to be coming from the well area. In the corner of the room there was a well. And it's just bizarre. And I'm glad that it was caught because quite often we don't catch these. And because Matt wasn't with us on sound, you worry that we haven't caught it very clearly. But when we heard it back, it was so clear. I thought it was fantastic.
And I've had a lot of messages from people at home who've been to the old town hall saying that they found it a creepy, scary place.
Well, it certainly was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an absolutely extraordinary place to investigate. But again, it's always really frustrating because as I've just said, really, you know, once we heard that noise, you think, right, OK, come on, there's going to be more, there's going to be more. But it is frustrating because I don't think we heard it again. So hopefully tonight we might hear something similar.
Yeah, and the theme with the river, obviously the big connection, as you were just saying, is important. And, I mean, I didn't realise so much history, but also so much bloodshed.
I know. I mean, that's the thing, that you look at Prague and you think, my gosh, it's absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. I mean, we've fallen in love with it. But then you look at the history, and it's a little bit like Venice that way. You look at the history and you're absolutely astounded by some of the things that have gone on here. It really is quite incredible. A lot of the bloodshed and some of the things that were quite horrendous that happened to a lot of people here.
The screaming we just mentioned, shall we have a listen to it?
Yes, I'd like to, because I've only heard it in my earpiece.
Yes, exactly. Let's have a listen. Here we go.
Carl, what was that? Carl?
So there, I mean, it's not. Is it electronic or is it screaming?
Sounds to me very much like RAF Raynham. It sounds very similar to that noise that's unexplainable. I mean, Tony, who's on sound, you know, hasn't been able to explain those noises, and I'm sure he's got a few theories about that particular noise, but. You know, I've not really spoken to him too much about that one, but I'm very interested to find out what he thinks.
Carl, do you think it was... I mean, you mentioned that last night. You said, is it like RAF Raynham?
Yeah, and I kind of... Because we got so much great stuff at RAF Raynham, and I still think for Phenomena so far, it's probably the best we've ever had. And you kind of keep wanting to go more. We've really looked into it, and I just thought... maybe I want to hope more than the reality of it to be that, and I want that to come back, because I think there's so much we can do with it. It just it sounded like it on the replay, and that also sounded like it probably more to me that it was the same sort of thing as RAF Raynham. So let's hope.
And once again, another stunning location last night, because I mean we joked about people might think it was a film set, but I mean it really was just like that.
I know, amazing. I mean, I have not seen any of the locations at all until I actually get here tonight. And, you know, last night when I walked in and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic, it's absolutely amazing. And same as this location, I've only been in this bit here and walked through, you know, and gone to sort of the makeup room. And, you know, I've not seen anywhere else. So I can't really wait for tonight to find out what it's like.
Well, before we talk about tonight, and obviously there's a vigil already been going on, as we've just seen, let's have a look at last night's highlights.
Okay?
Like something was thrown.
Something was thrown?
Yeah.
Who, this man is going to attack?
Kdo? On chce útočit? Tak.
I honestly felt like I wanted to cry.
Am I going mad? Hearing a man's voice, that's what I'm hearing.
Whoa!
Oh. What are they, animal bones? What's the matter? You got touched. Ow!
Of an axe going through the back of your neck.
Well then, which I'm not sure what you're right. Sorry, mate. Sorry. You got Stu?
Yep. Carl, what was that? Carl?
Excellent. Two taps on the wall. Okay, they're hearing dragging noises again now.
And special mentions and dispatches for our Czech mediums and shamans. I mean,
absolutely fantastic.
Great, wasn't it?
It was I really enjoyed it last night. It was really interesting to, you know, work with somebody who has a different belief system, a different way of working, and it was absolutely fantastic. And everybody was sort of really listening very closely to everything that, you know, he was saying, and then the translator, you know, oh gosh, what does it mean? It was really good.
And of course, because we're so near to you, the studio area where Paul and I were very quiet for a change, not a thing going on, because obviously we don't want to disturb what you're doing. Which brings us on to tonight, Carl, and we mentioned this last night as well, finding the right locations in Prague. How did that happen, and how do we land up here?
Well, as always, we have to go where the stories are, where